ఎలా ఉన్నారు? కథమసి. Kya hal chal? How are you? When you hear these words, you immediately know that you got a friendly greeting. Communication in any language is founded on the construction of meaningful sentences. But what if I told you there are combination of syllables and words that carry value simply by the virtue of their sound? Sounds as powerful as the cosmic energy that fuels our entire universe. In today's video, let us get introduced to the world of mantras. We hear the word mantra more often than ever nowadays, and mostly used in a sense to mean success formula. However, the correct meaning of mantra is devata. Yes, mantra, yantra and devata are synonymous terms and used interchangeably. Mantra is the sound form, while yantra is its geometric equivalent, and devata is the manifested form of that mantra. Energy is always subtle and intangible. It must be accessed via a medium, like electricity through copper wires. The divine cosmic energy of a devata can be accessed by the repetition of his associated mantra. Let's take an example here. Say there's a water well, and the means to draw or access that water is using a bucket or a container of some sort. So one might take the aid of a round bucket, while another might use an oval container. Say the round vessel is Rama mantra and the oval bucket is Shiva mantra. When you make effort and recite the mantra, the cosmic energy presents itself in the form that the mantra manifests into. Rama and Shiva in this case. Water appears round in the round bucket, while it appears as oval in the oval container. Through that form, we realize that water simply took the form of the container, but is in fact formless, and slowly understand all of its true nature. Mantras act as bridges that connect us to the cosmic energy. Mantras graciously and gradually clear us of karmic residues and help us progress towards realizing the truth. In the process, mantras also bestow us with material benefits, solutions to worldly problems, protection, and they act as guiding light to realize the ultimate. Repetition of a mantra generates divine energy fields. Hindu practices of using clay idols, coconuts, have all been reduced to primitive practices and equated to tribal procedures due to sheer ignorance. In fact, these materials used in Hindu pujas have been identified carefully by our ancestors as the perfect medium for conducting mantra shakti. Recent Japanese research brought to light the power of water and how it has memory. Suddenly, Tirtham starts making sense, right? It is water that is energized with powerful mantras and with the ability to retain that power. Hindu temples use the science of mantra and yantra to concentrate divine energy. The idol is installed upon a yantra that is consecrated with the recitation of the Devata mantra. Every mantra translates to a specific Devata form. There are as many mantras as are Devata forms. What we often fail to recognize is that what we are dealing with is energy, supreme and powerful energy. We don't dare to touch a live wire without gloves, whereas we dare to play mantras as songs on loudspeakers, as car backing music, and so on. The Gayatri mantra is the most mishandled mantra in current times. We must realize the magnitude of energy we are fooling around with. While some medicines are available over the counter, some require a prescription. Any mantra with bijaksharas are like prescription medicines that require a guru to prescribe them to us. The guru helps the aspirant or sadhaka understand the tantra. Now that's a new term. Well, tantra is the set of protocols and precautions to be taken when practicing the japa of a mantra and the worship of its yantra. It's like an instruction manual. Mantras are like seeds potent of encapsulating the very cosmic energy that creates, expands, and dissolves. All that said, want to look at the findings of a very interesting experiment? Some scientists who wondered about the visuals that mantras might produce used a tonoscope and ran an experiment. Check out what the sound of Om translated to. The Sri Yantra. Amazing, right? I would like to conclude this video by quoting Swami Rama. Mantra is a syllable or word or set of words. When consciously someone remembers his mantra, it automatically is stored in the unconscious mind, though ordinarily one does not remain aware of this fact. Mantra then becomes a torchbearer when one goes through the corridor that exists between death and birth. Mantra is a rare friend indeed, which helps one whenever it is needed, both here and hereafter. By remembering the mantra constantly, the aspirant creates deep grooves in the unconscious, and then the mind flows spontaneously into those grooves. And last but not the least, the very famous Telugu musician of the 15th century, Padakavita Pitamaha, Sri Tallapaka Annamacharya, in one of his Kirtanas on Lord Venkateshwara said, Chedanika Bratikinche Siddha Mantrama. In this, he refers to Lord Venkateshwara as the mantra that protects us from getting ruined and puts us on the right path. That's all for now, and we will be back with another video very soon. Do share your questions and comments with us. Thank you.